A light show in the Southland sky. Storms rolled through the region tonight, bringing heavy rain, thunder, and a lot of lightning.
Yeah, that rain is coming down pretty hard at times in many places tonight. And this is Studio City in the last couple hours.
Our weather radar shows it's not over yet. Thunderstorms are expected through the night with more on the way.
And breaking news, a nasty crash on those slick roads.
And Stu Mandel is live over Boyle Heights to show us the frantic rescue effort. Stu.
That's right, Pat. Jeff, what we're looking at right there is the car. The fire department has left the scene, and everybody is out of that car. But we have some tape from earlier on when that one person was still trapped inside that vehicle. Now, this happening at the 1300 block of East Cesar Chavez Boulevard in the Boyle Heights area. Single vehicle wrapped around a tree. LA City Fire working to cut that vehicle apart. The driver apparently got himself out on his own. A female passenger was still stuck inside. Now, LA City Fire cut that vehicle and pulled the vehicle off the tree, cut the vehicle apart, got her out. She's at the hospital right now. LAPD doing an investigation. They're not saying it for sure, but definitely wet streets out here tonight at a single vehicle into a tree in Boyle Heights. Live in Sky 2. I'm Stu Mandel. Back to you two in the studio.
All right, thanks, Stu. And we've got even more changes ahead in our weekend weather.
Yeah, we have live team coverage tonight.
Let's get right to CBS 2's Garth Kemp, who's been tracking the conditions. Garth?
Yeah, Pat, well, this was a system we've been talking about. It really picked up pace. It even surprised people at the National Weather Service. It looked like it was going to be more after midnight. We were going to get some kind of scattered showers when I left you after 6, but then it kind of accelerated it in, and that's what's going on with the low pressure area. Look at the amount of lightning strikes going on. The bulk of the action to the south as far as the lightning goes, but hundreds upon hundreds of strikes have been going through the area. We continue to watch this rotation. This is all part of the low pressure area making its way through. You can see Thousand Oaks over by the 101, over by Decker Canyon. We were picking up moderate rainfall into this area. Up towards Moore Park, it was a little heavier a few minutes ago on the 23 over by the Reagan Library, La Tijera Road, and then up towards Spring Street, towards that area as well. Then down to the south, we're breaking loose around Lakewood. Rancho PV, all about get some more rain moving in the next 7 to 8 minutes. There'll be moderate to heavy stiped rain coming through that area. Down towards Laguna Niguel. We've been watching this move on shore in the last 4 to 5 minutes. Foothill Ranch off to the east by Moreno Valley. There it is there as well across the 215 Fontana. Picking pretty good rain up. Buena Park's been getting it all evening long, but this system right here, Torrance, you guys are doing pretty well right now over to Lakewood, Long Beach. This is all going to propagate itself onto the area over the next few minutes, and then once again out towards Beaumont, multiple lightning strikes into that area, and the biggest action is still down to the south. Very heavy rain down here, including some hail falling in this little violet area we are showing you. We'll have more coming up in just a little bit. Pat?
All right, thanks, Garth. Well, palm trees caught fire after a lightning strike on Los Alamitos. Crews were able to put out the flames to keep them from spreading. No major damage or injuries there. And our team coverage continues now with CBS 2's Rachel Kim.
That's right, she's live in Santa Monica with more video of the rain, the lightning, and the thunder. Rachel?
Yeah, Jeff and Pat, I can tell you Santa Monica is getting soaked. It's been raining here all night, and it hasn't stopped. Take a look at the wet roads and sidewalks out here. All this rain and lightning really catching a lot of folks off guard tonight. Oh, my. My reaction to the lightning across the sky as my photographer and I were on the 405 heading down to Santa Monica. Over at the Santa Monica airport, here's a view over the city. You can see the west side was lit up, and the rain was coming down. Down in Orange County, Twitter video from a Huntington Beach high school where they heard thunder and saw lightning strikes an hour before their football game. One of our crews also caught a quick downpour in Aliso Viejo as they were on the road.
Oh, there you go.
And from Sky 9, Stu Mandel caught lots of lightning strikes at around 7 p.m. Of course, all this lightning is quite a spectacle, but you know the saying, when thunder roars, stay indoors. Local fire agencies are urging people to stay inside and seek shelter. A reminder, lightning can strike 10 miles away from a thunderstorm. Now, by about 8:30 tonight at the Santa Monica Promenade, not as much lightning, but steady rain fell as we talked to people about the weather.
Nice and relaxing. I never had rain for a while, so it's good to have rain now.
The earth is just getting clear, that's all.
The weather's perfect. We're outside. It started to drizzle a little bit, but it's not a big deal.
Live now back here at the promenade, you can see that it is still coming down pretty good right now. We can tell you everyone we spoke with tonight said that the lightning and the rain are welcome sights and sounds. We also want to let you know that the LADWP says around 10,000 people are without power because of this storm. Reporting live tonight in Santa Monica, Rachel Kim, CBS 2 News.
Thanks, Rachel. Lots of people affected. Now to CBS 2's Christy Fajardo. She's in Long Beach where a home was hit by lightning. Christy.
Yeah, Pat, talk about a close call. The homeowner tells us she still hasn't gone up on the roof to survey the damage for obvious reasons. It's dark. And also, we're still seeing lightning strikes, so it just isn't safe. But I want to show you, take a look. Lauren Pickering snapped these photos of the light show. These were taken from her balcony on the 300 block of Park Avenue here in Long Beach. What you don't see are the bolts hitting her house. She says she could feel the electrical energy. Her pulse raced. The hairs on her arms and head stood straight up. And she saw a rain of sparks around her home. And that's not all. Here's what else she had to say.
Our house got struck by lightning 2 times were the biggest times, enough to where it shined so bright that it looked like it was probably about 11 a.m., a beautiful sunny morning, and then all of a sudden you heard the big crackling thunder.
And her house may not be out of the woods just yet. There is a lull in the rain, but we are still seeing flashes of lightning in the distance, so there's definitely still lightning in the area. She says when the sun comes up, she plans to go up on the roof to investigate, and she's hoping, just hoping, she won't find any damage. Live in Long Beach, Christy Fajardo, CBS 2 News.
Yeah, certainly wish them the best of luck, Christy. Thank you. And, of course, stay with CBS 2 for continuing coverage of the storm. Garth Kemp will have much more on the timeline for tonight and tomorrow, minutes away.
Now to more breaking news. A 6-year-old girl rushed to the hospital after she was shot in South LA.
Yeah, the drive-by shooting happened in the last few hours near Figueroa and Gage. The suspects were told still on the loose. No word on the condition of that little girl.
And tonight, police are on the hunt for an alleged Botox bandit who was caught on camera. CBS 2's Peter Dowd is live in Studio City with the images that police want you to see. Peter.
That's right, Pat. Detectives hope that someone recognizes that woman who received $5,000 worth of injections at the business here on Ventura Boulevard and clearly knew what she was doing. Wearing dark sunglasses and what appears to be a blonde wig, this is the woman who police say is a Botox bandit.
It seemed that she was a professional scam artist.
Yana Pachenik works at My Botox LA in Studio City and says on September 25th, the woman entered the business claiming her name was Emily Ross. She also gave them a credit card. But during the woman's 2.5-hour appointment, Pachenik says there were several red flags.
She talked about marketing, a lot about marketing, that she's a marketer and that she will market us. She was just extremely friendly and kind of in a hurry to leave.
Also unusual, in each of these before photos of the woman, she kept her eyes closed. Pachenik says the woman appeared to be missing some of her back teeth and had undergone several plastic surgeries. Here's the woman right after she received the injections to her neck and face, eyes opened. And when the time came for her to pay, you can see she did a strange turnaround before claiming she left her wallet in the car and had to go get it.
When she walked out, I was pretty sure that she's not coming back.
And she was right. The credit card the woman provided was fake. Pachenik says in the 7 years they've been in business, no customer has ever walked off without paying before. She says they'll definitely be more careful in the future, but hopes someone recognizes the woman who for 2.5 hours put her face in Pachenik's hands.
Such a personal treatment. I'm hoping that she will get caught and this will never happen again.
Right now, it's unclear if the woman has done this before to any other businesses, but police are asking anyone with information to give them a call. Live in Studio City, Peter Dowd, CBS 2 News.
All right, thank you, Peter. Newsflash, no one won the Mega Millions jackpot tonight. So that means the jackpot climbs to $654 million for Tuesday's drawing. But in case you matched any of the numbers, here they are: 4, 24, 46, 61, 70. And the mega ball is 7. And still ahead, we're still tracking those wild storms.
Yeah, we are. We are following some heavy thunderstorms throughout the area. Your entire forecast coming up.
A fiery gas station explosion. How one driver's mistake set off the big blast at this pump.
Hurricane Michael is gone, but the number of dead is rising tonight, and there is fear that it's only going to get worse.
You wrote us, we listened. Sears customers reached out to see on your side with appliance warranty and repair issues, and we got results.
And a surprising start and a nail-biting finish to Game 1 of the NLCS. Dodgers Brewers. Highlights and post-game reaction straight ahead.